Hey everybody, it's Tim.
And Jennifer.
Hey Jennifer, we just went to PAX
We
Unplugged.
sure did.
And
Second year.
Second year.
Second year for us, second year for PAX Unplugged.
100% of them we have been to. And as we continue this hashtag content life, we thought it would be fun to maybe share with all of you some of the cool stuff that we got. I don't know. I mean, yeah.
I mean, going to cons means you can buy a bunch of dumb bullshit,
Exactly.
as we like to say. We were literally like the last day of the con, being like, what other dumb bullshit can we buy? Not that the things we bought are dumb, it's just, I don't need it.
Yeah.
But I want it.
But you want it. I mean, I don't think you have enough, what is it, pins?
I really needed more pins, actually. Like, that sounds like kind of crazy, but I wanted more pins for my backpack. And guys, I got them.
So what were your overall thoughts on your haul for PAX Unplugged? Let's start broad, right?
I feel good about my haul. I think it was an amount of haul that made sense for me as a person.
Okay.
If I were going to say an anime convention, I would have bought a lot more stuff.
Oh yeah, you would have hauled much
I would have
harder.
hauled really hard, but
Okay.
this was an appropriate haul for a board game convention.
Yeah.
/ RPG, whatever PAX Unplugged is.
Yeah, like a board game tabletop, right?
Tabletop,
or whatever.
exactly.
Yeah, my haul is pretty good. Can't
You got
complain.
a bunch of stuff. What are you talking about? You got so many things.
That's true.
That was also part of the reason why I didn't get any more. I'm like, I mean, Tim got so many things.
I got so much haul. I almost bought a set of $40 Waterdeep coins, but it wasn't that big, and it was $40.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? $40? What is this? A book I'll probably never read?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, my haul was good. There were some things that I kind of wanted that weren't there, or there weren't a ton of. I don't know if it's just because it doesn't exist, or I invented it, you know.
I wanted there to be more, like, shirts that didn't suck.
Oh my god. I mean, a
Because there's always
NerdCon...
that one, like, vendor for the t-shirts, and it's always, like,
Oh my God.
boobies of persuasion and
Yeah.
things like that, and they're very terrible.
Yeah, time to update our haul vid. We did not get the boobies of persuasion,
Ugh.
so 0 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I wanted more random 5th edition supplement books. But most of that stuff
Yeah, I didn't
is
see
just,
so
is just
much of that.
digital.
Yeah, that's true.
It's too expensive to print, so that kind of makes sense. Since I'm trying to get into minis, I wanted to see a little bit more mini stuff. Specifically, I don't really know. I mean, there's the WizKids there. There's some other folks there that were doing stuff, and we got to see a lot of people making terrain, which we'll get to in a second.
Yes.
I also got a lot of business cards and
Yes,
things
they're in my purse, but yes, also
to
same.
follow up with. So technically, some of the haul that we got, Jennifer, is digital and
That's
not
true.
in front of us right now.
Yeah.
I will start. How about?
Okay,
Because I have more
You have a lot more
things.
stuff.
So first haul we're gonna go with is the deck of many NPCs here. The Deck of Many is a company who makes a lot of really cool packs of cards, and this one is just a pack of NPCs where you can be like, I need a random NPC. So you flip through, and then you can get like they're kind of like.
They're so cute. I like their art on them.
Yeah, they're kind of just like broad names of like gladiator, assassin, and the art's really good for most of them. Then you turn to the back. They don't have names, which is maybe the only downside because names are like the hardest for me 'cause I'm stupid. But the fact that like you can just immediately pull something quickly, like 'cause especially these have let's use the Archmage for instance. Well, Archmage I think that's a class. I think all these are. Most of these are from the monster manual and stuff like that. Let me see if there's. I don't really know if anyone's here, but I like this Necromancer a lot, so we'll use them. Oh, this one's definitely not. Terry Askew, right here, I believe, is a special one. Terry Askew is a medium humanoid Tarask cultist, unaligned. And half a challenge rating, and it just gives you like their special stuffs. I don't know here, which is kind of hard to see on your end, but I'm sure they have a ton of examples online. But also, if you don't really know exactly what sort of monster or humanoid NPC they could fight or whatever, and you can make up a name. But if specifically if they attack one of your NPCs that you didn't want them to attack, you now have
They have their stats.
Yeah. And it kind of also doubles as flashcards for monsters.
Yeah.
So, haven't used this in actualness yet, obviously, because we just got back. And they also have some blank ones if you want to write down, like, your own characters, because, like, in the Waterdeep game, I'm playing Monica's grandson. That's
right.
That's the NPC that's going to tag along with you the whole time.
Spoilers.
That's been mentioned, but yeah. So that was this is a good haul. I don't remember how much this cost. $15 maybe? I don't know, but
you can probably find out online.
Probably find out. Yeah, it's the deck of many, and then I got the NPCs. They had a ton of other ones, but I didn't really feel like I would need the other ones. Like they had like really cool magic items and stuff like that, and I really wanted to get them, but like I didn't quite know what was in it. They also we'll probably like talk about those folks more because they're doing a very cute RPG thing, and I want to see if maybe we could synergize our brands.
Meaning a list at $16 US.
That's my favorite amount of dollars. Yeah,
a very reasonable amount for good art and cool NPCs altogether.
Yeah. Thank you. Jennifer, would you like to bring up the next haul?
Sure. So I got to play a game called Illimat.
Ooh.
At PAX Unplugged for the first time. I remember seeing it. I think maybe at PAX East this year. Like,
yeah.
We like walked by and we're like, "Ooh, that was cool. It looks like witch shit."
Yeah.
And I believe Nika and someone else, Josh, both own it. And they had bought the expansion pack, and we played it at the Airbnb we were staying in. And I was like, "Hell yeah, this is my shit." So yeah, so I bought. I'm dropping things.
Whoa!
I bought the main Illimat game. I bought the Crane Wife expansion, and I bought this victory booklet, which tells you other ways to play the game, like different variants on it.
And you should mention that this is the Decemberist game.
Yes, this is the game that it was put together like based on the Decemberist lore, I think.
Their oeuvre.
Yeah, and people that worked with them. It's a really fun game. It's a 4-person. I think it's a 4-person game. 2 to 4.
Okay.
People.
It's in the box.
I only played it the one time, and I won the first time I played it, which
Strong.
might be why I bought it. But it's one of those games that the aesthetic of it is very good. It's not very hard to learn at all, and you don't have to like. Not that it's like super easy, but you can like kind of be hanging out and like shooting the shit and having a drink with your friends, and not have to be like, okay, I have to get like super into what my strategy is and blah blah. Because I kind of don't like doing that sometimes if I'm hanging out with people that I haven't seen, because I want to like talk to them and like catch up, and not just all of us be doing our own things. So I feel like Illimat is a very good game for that. I also like that like the whole thing is very small. Like you can actually go somewhere with this game and it not weigh like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And I also got a pin from them.
Nice.
That was like part of it. So I got this cool pin. They had a different one that had a lady face on it, but I liked his flower. So.
Yeah, and I know that sometimes for our board game library, there's an idea of like, even if a game is not my favorite game, I like to have games that check off boxes.
Yes.
Of like, okay, I want something that does this, I want something that does this. It's like, you know, certain games I don't play a lot, but they still bring me, you know, joy to have them, and they check off the whatever box. This seems like it checks off its own weird box.
Yeah.
Like, because it has like a whole play mat that's like canvas or
yeah,
cloth.
it's like a cloth one, and it also has these little pieces that remind me of like Monopoly pieces, but much more spooky than Monopoly pieces, because there's like a golden tooth.
Yeah.
Because you pick them like these. I forget what they're actually called in the game. I don't think they're called elements. I forget. I only played it the one time. But they're like little tokens that you take and you get points for things. I also feel like Illimat would be a good game to teach people who are not like into like our type of board game, but like maybe play cards a lot. Like I think this is a good like in between game for that crowd of people.
Yeah, and I think Hugo has a good idea in the chat where you just take the pieces from here and then put it into your normal Monopoly game.
That would be awesome. Because again, there's a tooth in here, there's like a fan, there's some cool shit in there. And they actually recommend in the game placing your own weird tokens. So if you've got like weird little tchotchkes, then you can add them to the game and use them.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Next haul, Jennifer, if I could go. So there is a I'll just show them right now. Actually, Jennifer, can you hold them?
Yes.
So, or
I'll
hold
be
that
the
one.
Vanna White.
Yeah, no, so the Total Party Kill Handbook and the Trap Compendium
I like skeletons on the back.
by
Those guys.
2CG.
Ooh, I just opened it and it made the sound. I don't know if you like actually fully opened it yet.
I have started reading it.
Okay. Well, not that page.
By 2CG Aiming? No, just kidding. 2C Gaming. I think these folks were at PAX Unplugged last year, and they had a lot of really cool stuff, and I feel like I've heard partially about some of the stuff they do. So this kind of definitely checked the box I wanted, which was very specific, not adventures, but just like products to help. So traps are something that we don't really use a lot. Like I threw a couple traps in Norhall, which is really fun because after Xanathar's Guide to Everything came out, they revamped traps. So I haven't had a chance to dig through all of these yet, but like when I started, it was like, hey man, traps are boring. They don't make any sense to have a trap that all they do is, well, it doesn't, occasionally, depending on what you're running, it's like you don't want to have a trap that all it's really doing is slowing down your players and burning the resources, because it's like, it's not fun. It's just like, okay, I lost, a healing dice or whatever. But yeah, there's like tons of traps. I haven't read it yet, but I'm definitely excited. My brain switched into like, do I need to review this mode? No, this is a haul video.
We haven't even gotten into this yet.
I'm just excited about it.
Yeah.
To have stuff. And this is the Total Party Kill Handbook by the same company, both by Stephen Gordon, which I was able to chat with for 2 seconds. And this I like a lot because it's ready to run encounters, traps, and challenges. There's also traps in here, but I don't know how much they overlap at all. But it's cool because it's encounters that aren't just, all right, well, you know what a cool encounter would be? 4 kobolds. Do it. The first one is like you have to pacify a drunken bar patron. Who's a strong.
Oh my god,
man.
I love him.
Yeah.
I want to be his friend.
Yeah.
Oh, my throat just died.
Jenny.
I don't know what just happened.
Woo! So, and it kind of breaks it up into like the encounter way. Like, okay, is this one going to be one that's actually going to be hard, or is it going to be,
right? Like
fluffy?
This is just a fun time. Like
Right.
stop this man from drinking all the beer from the bar.
Yeah, and it kind of gives you warnings of like if your players do this could happen, and then it gives you ways to make the encounters more difficult. It gives you tactics and what the encounters would do under terrain, different terrain, and then it gives you plot hooks, a different treasure, changing the flavor to your own damn game, and then ways to scale it. So like totally, it's like all I want for in the encounters, like little maps and stuff like that kind of makes this whole thing. I've only glanced at the first one and then kind of skimmed through, so I don't know.
You've got reading to do for quite a while.
Exactly. So I'm excited about these hauls. I think it was a con special. I think I got both these for $50, maybe a little bit more. I could see the bigger one being big, but it's very big. So
yeah, there's a lot in there.
Yeah, that was a good haul. I'm excited about reading it.
I can go again.
Yeah, Jennifer, please.
So I mentioned buttons at the beginning
Yeah.
of this. I'm gonna talk about my buttons that I bought.
Hell yeah.
So, not all the buttons on this backpack are from PAX, but these top 3, right? Oh, let me get right into the camera.
Oh, those are
Guys, can you see them? It's a beholder and a mimic and a gelatinous cube, and I really like them so much. They're so cute. We got them. I don't remember where we got them. Is the only problem.
Yeah, it's like I could describe.
And I
grab
threw away the
something?
little paper they came on, so I don't know where I got them from. But I love pins. I got that one and this one. This cute little. This is hard to do with the microphone right there. This cute little kitty cat with wings. That one we got from the same place that gave us. It was this place.
Yes, it's the deck of mini.
The deck of mini. So they had pins as well.
Oh yeah, and the deck of mini is going to make their own spell cards.
Look at these! They're so fucking cool.
Isn't that cool? We got this for Bachman actually, so this is a little spoiler.
A little spoiler from
Gaseous form. Not because he's toots, but a little Nimbus thing. So like these are fucking dope as hell. So I want.
I keep staring at both of them, but like they're so cool looking.
Yeah, and they have like all of the they gave everyone could take one. I took one. I think.
I took one for myself and one for Bachman,
There you
so
go.
I think it's okay. I think I might have gotten another pin at a different. Oh, you know what it was actually? I'll talk about it quickly. Well, I guess I can hold off. I was going to talk about these people.
Yeah.
So this is not a haul, but well, because we can't get it yet. But
Yeah.
we talked to these people. This is a really cool idea. So this Hero Book Jam, they're going to do a Kickstarter soon, and basically they have a book. The front page of it is like an empty character sheet, but it's on like the, what do you call that? Like plasticky, whatever, like laminate paper. And you can write with a dry erase marker on it, like your notes. And then the rest of it, it's like very small. It's like a journal size. But it has like key D&D stuff in it. So you're like, oh shit, how do I grapple? And you can go quickly like find it.
Yeah.
And they look really, really nice on the front.
I'll find their Twitter.
Yeah, Tim's gonna go find it. Like they're very like embossed, like pretty covers. I wanted one so bad, and they're like, I was like, I'm gonna buy it, and they're like, no, we have a Kickstarter. It's not out yet.
Yeah, there was actually a lot of Kickstarters out there where it was like, you know, hey man, I'm trying to haul over here.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, actually, we're kickstarting in a couple months, which is fine.
Which is totally fine. But they gave me a cute pin also, which made me think about it. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't have it. It's in my
I
purse.
got a very cute button.
Yeah, it's a button, right? I guess there's a difference between a button.
And it was free. And
it was
sometimes the
free.
best hauls are free. But yeah,
that's true.
when I was talking to them, I was like, God, I wish I had this when we first started.
It would have been so nice.
Yeah, because now that we're so digital, it's
Yeah.
like I want it. Especially for the Waterdeep game that we do for Patreon and future games we might do.
Yeah.
And like, I'd love to get, you know, more notes because it's fun to take notes.
I'm so bad at taking notes though.
Yeah.
But I think part of it is like finding, I don't know, like I think if I had a book that also had like rule stuff in it, then maybe I would not use my phone as much because I end up like looking up rules on my phone.
Yeah.
And blah,
Or if you
blah.
had a movable spell, you just stare at that the whole time.
Yeah. Well, probably now I'm gonna crochet during things too, so to keep my brain on.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
that's a great thing. Jennifer.
Yes.
Can I haul?
Yeah, man, get your haul on.
Hey, Blast from the Past. Another deck of several NPC faces. So there is another company called the Inkwell Ideas. I believe is what they're called. I'll make sure there's nothing else. Inkwell Ideas is apparently who they are. And they also had the same basic idea of deck of mini. They felt older. You know, that's another cool thing is like there's tons of things there that kind of do the same. Tons of booths and
That
sellers that
do similar things in different ways.
Exactly. So this deck of mini NPCs is, you know, a little more. Some of them are a little more realistic, so it's just like a whole face instead of like cartoony. Here's a Santa Claus.
He's Santa. He's mad.
Yeah. One thing I like about this one a lot is they give you names. The same idea on the back of like what they do, what their personality, strengths, quirks, background, stuff like that. So this one's less flashy. It's less big. You know, even like the packaging is a little more like old school. But I think
Like D&D.
yeah, I think
Like
between
the player's handbook style.
yeah, I think I think between them, I'll probably end up using these more because they have such a. This looks like a John Ralphio halfling.
I love it. Oh my god, look at him.
This is
It's John
a
Ralphio.
special just for Hugo right there. But yeah, I could totally see me using these a little bit more than the admittedly more aesthetic deck of mini type. But I'm super stoked for using both because you know they're completely different. They have different vibes to them. They got some CG sexy ladies here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's just all where the art came from or anything like that. Who knows? But I'm excited about using them in the future. And all in all, great haul. You know, gotta talk about it. Great haul.
You got to.
Yeah.
Tim, let me haul Gruff.
Okay. Are you out of hauls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured-
No, well, the dice, but that's...
We'll do that at the very end.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured Gruff would be your haul.
Yeah. So, Tim and I last year at PAX Unplugged got the first edition, I believe, of Gruff.
Yes.
Gruff
and the
is...
expansion and the other expansion.
And now we have this one. So, Gruff as a game is mainly a two-player game. I think there are versions that you can do battle with 4 people.
He said that this version explains multiplayer more, I believe.
Cool. Gruff is a game where you play as a shepherd and you fight you and your goats fight another shepherd and their goats.
Yes.
And the goats are like horrendous nightmare goats, and
Yeah.
I love them with my entire heart and life.
Yeah.
These are even more fucked up goats. This is gruff stuff of nightmares.
Yeah.
So like, let me actually like
The lore.
Number one, the box on it, I just fucking love so much.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Did I
just,
do it backwards?
You might have, yeah.
I did. Yeah. So the box
So it's like
lines
a-
up as a mouth.
It's a mouth. I don't know. We haven't opened anything.
I opened these.
Okay. So like, they're all fucked up goats that look like this. Oh. I love them.
Yeah. The lore is like the 3 Billy Goats Gruff ended up being like extreme battle goats, and then mutated by eldritch forces, poisonous forces, things of that nature. And now the new pack is the stuff of nightmares. So in their world, when you have a nightmare, your nightmares actually possess stuffed animals. So it's really cool. And now that they've had expansions, they have the previous style of goat, but with a different goat house's flair. So there's like robot goats.
They're like car goat, like goats with wheels.
Yeah, and like engines and stuff like that, and like big old
good.
bulldozer mouths. And then there's like
Cthulhu ass.
Yeah, Cthulhu goats. There's like poisonous goats. There's normal goats.
There's a lot of like necromancer type goats, like skull goats.
Yeah, exactly. So you might have, I don't know, pull one of the goats out of there.
All right, it's Pounce.
That's actually a skill, but you know.
Well, but okay.
Yeah,
I think the goats are not actually out.
Over. I think whatever. So here's a goat who looks like a spooky fish, and that's probably a specific goat, right? And I think, in fact, it's probably
they're not out yet.
That's right. Yeah. So. Some of the goats. This is what the goat cards look like. We haven't opened them yet.
It's wonderful because the attributes of the goat are mean, weird, and fat.
Same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very good.
You might start with like a normal goat, and then as you get the expansions, you make a team that's like, I don't know if you can still have all the same goat, but like you can have robot augur, poison augur, and Cthulhu augur.
There's like different versions of the goats.
Yeah, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
It comes with. Did it come with a pin? No, it didn't. But it came with a playmat, which I held over.
Yeah.
It's a really cool game. We like it a whole lot.
It's fun.
We don't play it as much as we should.
Yeah, mostly because it's a 2-person game and we're really bad at playing games together.
We
just if we have time to ourselves, we watch TV.
Yeah, we get in the corner of our couch, get the blankets, get the cats on top.
2 cats on us, and then watch 5 million episodes of, say, The Americans.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Killing Eve. But we should play more games.
I agree. Jennifer, are we ready for the next haul?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think which of the hauls to do. I've done this haul.
You better choose right.
I'm trying to think. We have dice left. We have terrain, and then we have the 2D people. I think. Is that correct?
Yeah. I can't remember. Oh, okay. we got the guy who created Gruff to sign it too. I forgot about that.
So now we have
he's so nice.
We have all. Yeah, he's very nice.
I think his wife does all the art for it.
Oh, really?
And I fucking love it. I think that one of the biggest reasons I like it so much is because I just like the art.
I like the art and the lore because the lore is just banana pancakes.
Oh yeah, I mean I like the game itself also. It's just the art's so good. It's like very much my jam.
So we're gonna do the terrain next because it's not as beefy as my last haul, but it's the heaviest haul.
Yes.
So a really cool thing happened at this PAX. So all of you in the audience might know that we are on a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Yeah.
And this was the first PAX that I didn't feel like a tiny baby walking up to companies and being like, "Hello, please, I just want to help. Can I have something for free?" And it was weird because like I'm not great always at pitching, so I feel bad. Like Michael and I joke that if we had the charisma and chutzpah of people that will just like ask for shit, we would have like a TV show by now or something like that. So slowly but surely though, we've gotten better, and I was able to 2 specific times kind of flex a little bit, and I've never gotten to do that before, but I didn't do it in a smart way. So the first guy, which is from, oopsies, Andrew London from housecarl.com. House Carl, I think they're going to do some Kickstarters for what you're about to see. He did the thing that I loved, which is, okay, it's day one. We have some review copies, but you mind if I Google you? And I was like, yes, please,
sure,
do the work for me. Also, podcasts are hard to...
Like, how is anyone gonna know you're like legit, like
exactly
or whatever? So I think that's 100% fair.
Oh yeah, I'm
to
like,
be like, yeah, look us
you
up.
Should
you
do
decide
that.
if this is where you want to send things to. If
Exactly.
this makes sense for you.
Exactly, because I didn't want just free shit.
No,
I definitely did.
He wants free
shit,
but
I wanted free shit to enhance our stuff,
right,
and to hopefully enhance their stuff.
Yeah, we want it to be like make sense.
I'll have to say
more of a collaborative thing.
Yep, he emails me Saturday night. And he's like, come on by, brother. I got 2 boxes for you. Okay, so what we got here is, let me look up the exact name, because he has more than one Kickstarter going.
What did happen essentially is that Tim and our friend Josh were carrying around 2 boxes full of rocks at PAX on the last day because these things are really heavy.
Yeah. So I believe
cool
they're called board blocks. The Kickstarter has not launched yet, and I can't So I can't remember if these ones were lighter, the versions he had or not. But regardless, they're sturdy. So basically,
I mean, they look awesome.
Yeah, go to housecarl.com, I believe, and then
Carl with a C.
Yeah, housecarl with a C. I'll link it in the Twitch for y'all. Because I don't want to. It's weird. Because I don't want to share his Kickstarter that's not launched, but
right, but
it's
more
linked in there, so I'm like.
Oh, then I think it's fine.
Yeah,
just know that it. Go to his website. Maybe, yep. I bet he has something hooked up where he will like send you an email when it does launch.
Yeah,
whatever.
I think you can get signed up. Okay, so these are, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 3, I believe, dungeon tiles that lock together. I'm gonna get 3 of them out right now. And not locked, they just kind of form together. And what they do, and it's explained better on his site. Jennifer, can you pick this up? This is gonna look bad, everybody.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, baby, that's what I like.
Wait, what do you want me to pick up?
So, basically, you push them together in various ways.
Put the fidget spinner on it.
Put the fidget spinner.
Yep.
And you can kind of stack them differently. So, like, depending on how you want your dungeon, you could put, like, these 3 boys together, and it's like, okay, here's a
giant donut monster enters the arena.
Oh, no. But they kind of, like, can be put together any direction you want, or they can be sort of, like, restacked. And can you hold this? Mm-hmm. They can kind of be...
Oh, no.
Oh, no. We're not quite set up for what we're doing right now.
Nope. This is on the fly.
This is on the fly. It's like we knew we were going to be hauling, but like...
I didn't know you were going to be hauling in this way.
These ones are kind of cooler because they're the walls. So if you have to like quickly make a dungeon, you can... this could be this area could be like the throne room or the temple, whatever. It's like, okay, no more temple. Partially, we need to make a fucking... I don't know. What do people do in games?
Someone's asking if these are metal or ceramic. I think they're ceramic.
Yeah.
They sound like ceramic to me. But I actually really have no idea.
I have no idea.
They're solid.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I have the pack that is not the mine. So, basically you can combine these boys all together depending on how you want.
I hate holding this in this way. I'm done now.
I got it. So, like, you can kind of see how there's, like, doorways and stuff like that. This is, like, the perfect way to do this, too. Like, when he gave this to me, he's like...
This is what he wanted to happen. Yeah. Oh, my God.
So, that's them. I'm very excited about these.
Oh, yeah. No, it's going to be really
they're
rad.
Fucking dope as hell.
And especially now that we're playing, like, an actual in-person game, it's going to be really fun.
Yeah. It made me laugh a lot that we're getting all of this cool stuff on the extremely RP episode. or the
Yeah.
not episodes, RP chunk that we're doing for Waterdeep.
Yeah, we're entering into the we own a bar now zone.
Yeah, so I don't know if they come pre-painted. I don't know nothing, but the way they are, they already look really good. I don't have to do anything to them, and I'm really excited.
This just occurred to me. I want to buy like a nativity scene and put them in here, but with also your minis fighting. I want the baby Jesus to be fighting, say, at Eton or something.
Yeah, totally. I just tweeted out some.
There's like a freaking like fresco.
Oh yeah,
there's like a mural or some shit
out
on the wall.
I think this guy is an actual sculptor.
Yeah.
So you can buy like reliefs or whatever they're called, of like Cthulhu things and stuff like that. So the whole vibe of these guys are that they are made well, and they're made by a sculptor, and you can kind of they interlock in different ways. And if you go to housecarl.com and then click the board blocks, it will have a much better sort of explanation of why it all makes sense.
Yeah,
and
they're really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna maybe throw you guys at I don't know. It's like, oh, you're going to bring bread to your new neighbors, and
oh no, there's a monster in here.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited.
Bring them a bottle of wine and some cupcakes.
Yeah, Jennifer, you only have the dice left.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let me do my next haul then.
Okay.
Because, holy moly, free hole, it is quite the haul. Now,
this shit is so cool.
Okay, so we have been chatting with a company called Arc Knight, who makes 2D miniatures.
We actually met them like completely. Didn't we like randomly meet them on the escalator?
We got
like
lost
at the airport.
Yeah, we got lost
year?
at the airport at last PAX Unplugged.
Yeah,
and
we're like chatting with these people.
Yeah,
and we're like, oh, we were both at PAX and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and that's how we met these folks.
Yeah, so go to Arc Knight. That's the best way to see it. Obviously, Jennifer, I have to buy a $1,300 camera to do the next haul video, please. So I just picked out these two. So they are 2D miniatures. I mean, just kind of like the Pathfinder pawns, but they are clear. And they have backs, which I, for some reason, love so much. So the front has like their face, and the back has their
I love a two-sided pin, so this is like the same
exactly.
situation.
And because we've been working with them on something secret, motherfucker, I got like
many cool
things. This is the humanoid pack, but then I have like they have spell effects. So
that's the shit I love. So like that is so fucking cool.
Yeah, let me crack, pop, and don't stop on some spell effects. It was funny because he's like, oh, yeah, take whatever you want. And so I grabbed the wizard spell effects. He's like, yeah, I'm actually really low on them. You can take them if you want, but I'm gonna probably sell out. I'm like,
you keep these. Yeah. No, like we're not trying to like take your
children
inventory.
need to eat.
Yeah.
So this is, I believe, the cleric pack, maybe, I believe. And so they have all the individual spells and like sizes and stuff like that. These ones are his, I believe, defects that he gave me, because he's like, you can take as many defects as you want.
Yeah.
So like, for you, anything. So yeah, we need to cut these out, but like they'll go underneath if you make whatever, and then on them, around the edges, which is kind of, so this is spike growth, 5e, 20 radius, concentration, 10-meter area is covered in thorns, difficult terrain, moving into or through area causes 2d4 piercing damage per 5 feet moved. Creatures that can't see area when cast must make wisdom perception check to recognize hazard when they enter it. So not only is it like cool to be like, okay, this is the zone, and you know, all this is really replacing is a marker, right?
But the fact, 1,000 times cooler than a marker.
1,000 times better, and the fact that
it's got the like spell information on it.
The fact that they put the spell information in
cool.
it is so cool.
Like this, and there's a wind wall. I'm like, man, I could have used a wind wall before.
Oh yeah, all of these are like, I wish, one, we played Drunks and Dragons in person.
I know.
Two, we had all this stuff. So I'm really excited about all of these, especially because I got the Druid one for Josh and the Cleric one for Monica. So this is Destructive Wave. Look how big it is. It's a Destructive Wave. You can put your whole face in it. But yeah, the fact that they also add in like, hey man, this is how it works, and like here's like the like ruler for this guy.
Do you have the base part of it, like the tavern?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a ton.
There's so many. We got so much stuff.
These are all of the rejects, because he's like, look, there's a smudge somewhere on there. Do you see it? I go, no. He's like, well, I did, so I can't sell it. Like, you got it, buddy. So these are my strong orc boys. This is a magazine that we're not going to put in the whole video. And yeah, there's like gorgeous, like just like animals.
Friggin' dragons.
Yeah, all these friggin' dragons. So definitely go to Arc Knight to check them out. But the dopest shit, one of the dopest shits, is I was just talking about like, oh, we're doing Waterdeep Dragon Heist. It's like I'm so behind, I haven't had a chance to look at what the cool stuff is yet. I'm like, oh, we have a tavern and it's like a urban campaign. It's like, oh, take these. So these are playmats or like dungeon tiles that are just, you know, the laminated as it is, two-sided. So if you wanted to have one thing like this, one thing like that, you could do it. And in fact, they have a tavern on one of them. He showed me one. Like, here's part of a tavern, and it can kind of like piece together with another one. He's like, here, take this. I go, okay. And then he handed me 20 of them, so I'm like...
Real quick, I just noticed that one of the people is a pregnant lady.
Yes.
I love that. So interesting. Look at her. She's preg.
Yeah. So you can see how you can kind of piece these together to make your own whatevers. But, like, I love my roll-up draw mat. But this is much better, weirdly. They also have bases, so you can kind of keep track of, like, because what they do is they stick into the bases here, and they have bases they can keep track of all of the enemies and stuff like that. But, yeah, that is Arc Knight. I'm extremely excited to dig through every single one of the minis I got from them, and excited about the secret thing. But it's just such a fun thing to get obsessed with is it not capitalism per se, because we're creators, bonding with creators.
Well,
and,
I like stuff.
I like stuff. I like to
Ain't
make
nothing
my
wrong
hands
with
better.
stuff.
I can't help it. And they're really cool, so I feel nice about it. Should we do the final roundabout haul? Yeah.
Yes.
But that was Arc Knight.
Arc Knight. Now we're gonna talk about our good friends.
Our good friends.
Die Hard Dice.
Die Hard Dice.
Who we love.
Yes.
This is the first time I think this is the first time we met them in person, right?
Yeah, they were maybe gonna come to GeeklyCon, but something came up. So
two things happened. So they gave us dice based on our characters.
Yeah.
And their dice are really like this is making we're not doing ads for them. We use their dice a lot and they're so fucking nice.
Yeah.
Look at these Eluder dice. I don't know if you can like fully see on the screen, but they're like cool, like kind of burnished metal, and the numbers are like glittery green.
Yeah.
And they're fucking awesome.
Yeah, and then I got these blue Harper dice, which actually will work well with Toby because they're blue, gold, and sparkly gold. Again, can't see it on the video very well because we have to buy that $1,500 camera.
Can we talk about the most innovative thing
yes,
that they've done, though?
The most important thing. First, I'll show you, because I have an older, not older, but well, not the D8. Never mind. You go ahead. Oh, no, I do. So here's this D4. It's a caltrop.
It will fucking murder you.
Yeah.
You'll be dead.
You'll be dead.
Well, look what Die Hard did. They're like, what if we made our dice not kill you?
Yeah.
And made them not horrendously sharp on the edges. So, yeah, they're really cool looking.
Yeah, so they were like, hey, we made these special ones specifically for your characters, so we each got some. And then they're like, we saw them later, and then they just like went,
like,
here's
dice.
Here's some more. And I think we were talking about maybe giving away, but then I was like, I want them. I want them.
I think we're going to give some of them away.
We're definitely going to give some of them away.
Yeah. These rainbow ones are my new favorite. Because I think they had these, I forget what they called them, like something rainbow. I don't know if you can fully see, but they're kind of matte inside. I don't know if the camera is like picking it up.
Not really.
It's not. Shit. They're really cool looking. Yeah, they're kind of, I don't know what you would call that effect. Like, they're like glittery matte.
Prismatic.
But they look fucking dope.
Yeah.
I saw them and I was like,
and then we have these ones which look like stone. They're not.
Yeah.
Well, again, I think metal stone. So.
Yeah.
You know, they're just kind of like the
these blue
gray
ones.
and gray.
What are these ones?
Those are the Toby ones, the Harper ones.
Oh, I didn't realize. I think that I didn't even look closely. Then they look so cool.
Yeah, I think those are their older style.
I like they also changed the font, I think, on their newer ones,
Yep.
and I really like the new font.
You can see it
a lot.
much better.
Those ones you can really see it.
The D6, I guess. So good. So good.
They look like elven as fuck.
Yeah, I thought there's some other secret thing they put in there, but I don't remember what.
I really want them to be able to see the texture of. Okay, you can kind of see it there.
Yeah, oil slick.
Yeah, well, also, but I mean more like the texture of it. Like it's
see.
like
Yeah.
partially matte but glittery.
Bumpy.
Yeah, they're
Bumpy.
really cool looking. And I am very much a dragon as far as dice. And anytime there's dice, I'm like, give me more dice.
It was so funny when we were.
We didn't even talk like.
Oh, yeah,
and their other like not metal dice are also fucking cool.
I sometimes feel bad for the plastic dice because I'm not like freaking out about them.
Theirs also look really
But, like,
really nice.
They look gorgeous.
These look like ice cream sherbet.
I can't see them very well, but sure. Yeah, they're really excited about those. And yeah, we are good friends with them, and they're wonderful. I love seeing when people buy dice from them.
Mm-hmm.
They oftentimes write fun notes and stuff like that.
Yes, they do.
But obviously, we're biased because they've given us dice before.
But
so
their
I love
dice
them.
are so nice, though. I'm so excited to
Exactly.
use them tonight.
Exactly. Oh yeah, we're recording in an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's a friggin' haul, Jennifer.
It was a good haul.
And isn't it crazy? I wanted more. You know.
I know.
I think if I
Was
don't
there
know.
anything else that we didn't? Well, what I was thinking of was there something that you want that's not out yet that we saw? For me, it's that game Men at Work. I want it so bad.
Oh yeah.
But it's not out yet.
Talk about that.
So if you've ever seen us talk about Rhino Hero, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those games where you have to like do dexterous things and you're stacking stuff, and it's very difficult and very very funny. I think I love that kind of game at PAX because there's so many like crunchy games, and it's nice to just play a game like nope, you gotta stack. It's like a Jenga. It's a Jenga situation. But Men at Work is you are stacking up beams and people. And putting bricks and like beams on the people and like trying to get the highest one. And it was very funny to play it.
Yeah. That was great. I don't feel like I played that many board games, actually.
I do not feel like I played that many board games either.
Oh, we played Pathfinder. Yeah, that's right.
That's different. We'll talk about that another time, I think.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that
We
tonight.
finally fulfilled Nika's dream.
You can actually listen to us play
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder.
Oh, right, because the audio was decent on it. Yeah,
so,
that was really fun.
It's on...
We were all very hungover.
Patreon, so you can check that out. Hungover and stressed because... the line was very long to get in.
And we thought we were going to be late, but then we weren't.
We found a secret door. So, bannerlessbuilds.com. Bannerlessbuilds.com. They are these really cool, think of it of like a stage play, like scene set, stage scenes set. So like instead of getting the whole like house for your D&D thing, they're separated into smaller stuff, and some of them were double-sided. So like, okay, if you are building a dungeon, you can use this side, but if you're doing a castle, you use this side type thing. They're pretty light and good. And yeah, I think I can't remember if it was Bannerless or House Carl that had the foam ones, but they're foam and they look dope as hell. And I liked it a whole lot. But I'm again another person that's just doing a Kickstarter, and they're trying to do a ease of use, so you don't have to, create a whole thing. We can't all be Critical Role, you know what I'm saying?
So true.
Even though we all would like to be. We saw a lot of cool RPG systems, which we're gonna chat with. I got some PDFs yesterday. Gonna chat with them to see if we want to do like a random encounters with it, or just like a small conductor's seat type thing, or whatever. But man, was PAX Unplugged fun.
It was so fun.
It was so fun.
It was real sad coming back.
Yeah.
Going to work on Monday.
Yeah. We had such a good haul. Thank you so much for hanging out and hauling with us. We wanted to do this because it seemed fun, and thank you for putting up with it, because we've never done this before.
Yeah.
So I'm glad.
Thanks for being our guinea pigs.
Thanks for being our guinea pigs.
Or
So
what was the new PETA thing? Is it not guinea pigs? I forget what
I
it
didn't
was.
see it.
I don't remember.
I think I did. It was. I think this one was stupid. But
It was very stupid.
I love 2 birds with 1 scone. Feed 2 birds with 1 scone, baby. That's good. And I'm gonna start saying it. But the guinea pig was really bad.
Oh man.
So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and buy that $1,500 camera.
Yep. So you can see the detail of
Of our dice and all that stuff. But yeah. All right. Well, we'll be streaming Drunks and Dragons in about an hour and a half, give or take. Either 1 episode or 2. I don't think we know yet.
We don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Then again on December 13th. Thank you so much, everybody. And as always, keep it haulin'.